Rebel Yell 10-year single barrel is a really good bottle and no one really talks about it. Let's get into it. Hello everyone, welcome back to Brad's Bourbon Reviews. I'm Brad and today I've got a good bottle for us to sit here and talk about a little bit. I'm going to gush over this one quite a bit. So I got this bottle as a gift from my buddy. I don't know if he watches YouTube, but my buddy JB. We met at a distillery. We became quick friends, and one night I went over to his house to do like a bottle share, and I was out of town. This was in North Carolina. And my fiance was supposed to go with me, and then she ended up not being able to go last second. I mentioned to him, that night was amazing. That night was absolutely amazing. Like, I got to try vintage Rebel Yell from like the 60s with like the tax stamp on it still. It was really, really cool. Thank you, JB. I know this video is a long time coming. The reason for that is we had both been sick. I got COVID. She was sick with the flu. We moved. A lot of things just stacked up, but we were able to open this before she left to go out of town, and now I'm finally feeling better. I'm actually going to finally get to do a review of this bottle, and I cannot wait to get into this because I've tried it, and spoiler alert, it's really good. Let's get this in a Glen, and let's see what we think. I already know what I think. Rebel Yell comes from Lux Row. And they actually, I believe they still source. I don't think they're making their own distillate yet. They will, I assume, one day. I don't know if this says where it's from. I think it's from, they source from somewhere in Kentucky, because on the back label, it doesn't say it's distilled in another state, which is a legal requirement for a label. So it must be sourced from somewhere in Kentucky and then bottled. It says for Lux Row. I don't know if they even bottle it at their plant, but it doesn't matter. This stuff's awesome, so let's get into it. First off, the nose is like really good. It's like pecans. Super nutty. I've done no research on this, but knowing that they source in Kentucky and the nose that I'm getting on this, now that I'm thinking about it, I could be wrong. I could be wrong, and someone, if you do know where they source this from, comment down below. But I think this might be Heaven Hill. I get like a powdered sugar note and nut and peanuts on a lot of Heaven Hill stuff. I got it a lot on the Heaven Hill Bottled and Bond, and that's kind of what this reminds me of. But there's a little more oak on this too, so it smells really solid. There's vanilla in there too for sure. I'm picking up a lot of vanilla. It's really, really good. I guess this bottle retails for right at $100, which I don't think is unreasonable for a 10-year single barrel. Man, this smells really good. That powdered sugar note is really nice. Really like it. All right, let's give it a mouthing and let's see how I feel. I already know I like it. So good. Oaky, not overly. It's got the right amount of sweet and bitter balance, and I'm really enjoying that. There's a little bit of cherry on the palate too. Like a cherry cough drop, kind of. And I'm very familiar with those because I had a lot of those while I had COVID. Oh, that baking spice on the back end is good. There's also like a slight licorice note that I really like off this too. This is really good. That aged oak, you get that like, I can't ever explain it because when I describe what it is, the sensation, it's like you're tasting what soggy wood smells like, but you're tasting it. I love that note in bourbon. I don't think I'd like it in anything else, but I really like it in bourbon. It's really good. I'm a real big fan of Rebel Yell. I'm excited they're doing a Rebel Yell 6-year. I'm going to grab that too. JB, thank you again for this bottle. This is a generous gift. I really appreciate it. That's the review. I would say if you can get your hands on this, definitely do it. Don't go out of your way. It's not anything that's going to change your life. I don't think it's like one of the best bourbons I've ever had, but I do think it's a really solid 10-year bourbon. So head on down to the comments below. Leave a like while you're down there. Let me know what you think about Rebel Yell 10-year. Also subscribe. We are really close to 1,000 subscribers. We're over halfway there, so hit that subscribe button so we can keep this going. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, cheers.